Hey y'all.
What up? We don't have Corey in here yet, so we can sit here and gloat for a little bit.
How are you? You hear me?
You know.
Yes. Are you here?
I'm sorry, my ferry bus driver. Like I'm always en route, which sucks. But you know, Corey gonna come in here and talk about
Oh, you are in the ferry?
all types of things that are all nice. But we gonna be
Okay,
in here real quick for 2 minutes talking about how that boy Phil. First of all Phils can fuck off as of yesterday.
Ooh.
That goddamn groundhog with his 6 week shadow. Oh, here he come.
Oh yeah, that groundhog can go to hell. I'm sorry. Like every
Listen, put
every
him in a
day,
frying pan.
every day I look outside my door and that snow is still frozen.
Hmm.
And we're getting to a point. It's like, all right, trash day is Thursday. Am I gonna be able to wheel this out there?
Okay, you can
Because
wait
it's
for me
still
because
bad.
right now I want to sleep
It's
out.
terrible. It's absolutely terrible. The
Oh man.
the river's still icy, which I'm shocked. But it's still icy. But we here.
I'm not shocked. Like the temperature has yet to be of drinking age. It's basically 20s and below for like the last 2 weeks. Like
Hmm.
it's not
Hmm.
even it's not even 32 where it can at least start to melt
Right.
or at least not turn into ice no more. Like we've yet to get that anywhere on this northeast corridor.
Right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us tonight.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hi.
Nah, you're welcome. Nah, you're welcome.
Hi.
Nah,
Hi,
cause I'm
Corey.
nah, cause I'm gonna talk my stuff today.
We know.
Oh,
Nah,
We
nah,
know.
oh,
nah,
he
We
coming in with a
know.
different energy this week. Let's
nah,
go.
nah. Cause
He
AJ's
got his
not
chest out.
done. He's not this. He's I
Oh,
literally
here
laid
you
it out. I
go.
laid no,
Here
no,
you
no. Ain't no here
go.
I go. No, here I go then. I literally laid it out from bell to bell
Oh,
how that joint was gonna go. Nah, ain't no
No, go ahead,
nah.
Corey. Hook
Nah,
off. Hook
talk
off.
your
nah,
shit. Talk your
because I'm tired
shit.
of being, oh, you're so
Pop your
positive, you're so
shit. Pop
nice.
your
I tried to
shit.
nicely lay it out. I get disregarded.
I
Daggone if
wasn't
it didn't happen
disregarding you. I
Saturday
wasn't disregarding
exactly how
you.
I said it was gonna happen. I, I literally called the entire Rumble. I said it. I was like, yo, like,
You did not call the entire rumble. Knock it off.
what?
What did you call in the rumble that happened?
I literally said, yeah, Liv. I was like, if Bianca doesn't come back, Liv's definitely winning. I was like,
Okay.
Roman's definitely winning. I said, there's nobody else they booked to win that other than Roman. I, I said, literally, I
He
said,
said
open.
that. He
Yes, I
said that.
did. I
I don't
said,
remember
open
that.
Femi. Oh, I bet. I said,
Liv,
open
Liv
Femi.
was a slam dunk. Roman was not a guarantee,
Nah,
man.
I said, Open's an outside shot if they want to go with a surprise. But even then, they gave him pretty much the Rumble spotlight for somebody that didn't win,
They did.
which is
They did.
fine.
Which was
And
great. It was great.
I appreciate Randy and Javon running the spot back with the RKO from when
Yeah.
they messed it up from the first match. So
Uh-huh.
I thought that was cool that they ran that back. Javon being the Iron Man was pretty cool too. But
Yes. That young
yeah, I liked
he's
it. I
just
like yeah, it was
he's just
good.
he's keeping his title.
Yeah, nah, it was good. And then I mean, I like what they did with Drew and Cody. I was like, that's cool. I was like, I like how they did that because it saved face for Cody because it was like, who do you give that elimination to in that Rumble that is going to look like, oh my goodness, is Cody fighting him? So they did that without putting themselves in a or backing themselves into a corner of trying to figure out that because then you have to probably put that person in the match because of the status of where Cody is, on the roster. So it's a big deal for whoever eliminates him. So doing that with Drew with that spot, I thought was pretty good. I mean, it made sense. Um, I just thought it was a lot of stuff that the
It was
eliminations.
great. It wasn't
Yeah.
pretty good. It was great. It was
What are you
fantastic.
what are you
He
talking
got his
about?
head. He got his head knocked off.
I
That's
wasn't
what we
talking
wanted.
about that.
Uh,
I wasn't talking about
it
that.
was
I
good. It
was.
would have been
I was
great
talking
if the
about that.
camera
Oh,
shot
that's
didn't
great.
telegraph it like 30 seconds before that Drew was
That
basically
Drew was standing
ringside.
right there. Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
but
that. So
then
I was like, oh,
again, then again, Rumble was kind of an off day for the production team because there was a couple of times where they were either missing shots or they were cutting the things that's like, what are we doing? Are or do we have this together back
I
there?
kind of
Like,
feel like production has been missing a lot of They've been missing the ball for a minute now. It's been a little sloppy, like you guys said. Angles have been missed. Don't know what's going. Like I didn't even. Sometimes we'll get like a glimpse of something. Like I find that I have to focus a little bit too much to make sure that I don't miss stuff, and I'm having to watch because the production is just all over the place.
Can we talk about how they almost missed Brock Lesnar getting eliminated during Jey Uso's entrance?
First of all, can we talk about
Really?
the fact that that was happening during Jay
Yes, that
Uso's?
almost happened.
It was Jay Uso's. Listen, okay, I've been so long trying to defend. Like, oh yeah, but at some point, the War Games joint was one thing that was funny, but to do the running back thing at the Rumble, it's like the first thing I said was logic. Soon as he got on there on that rope running back, I was like, somebody dump him over. It's right there. Like it made no sense. That's when I was like, okay, like I know we have to suspend disbelief. I mean, suspend belief a little bit, but it's like, come on, man. Somebody should have just tipped that man's ankles and dumped him over. It made no sense. I was like, why is he doing this running back? Like, you're the most unbelievable person to try to go back to back rumbles that there's ever been. Like, why are you doing that? Doing that was complete. Whatever faith anybody had in you should have been lost right there for you winning that match. Because
Who are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about Jey
He's talking
Uso.
about Jey Uso and him running it back, and no one. Sometimes logic just escapes
I
people at the
thought that was
Rumble.
dumb.
Yeah,
I thought that was dumb.
yeah.
I thought that was dumb.
It was dumb. It was like, yo, somebody get behind this dude, and he's literally on the middle
Yeah.
rope. He will have no saving. Like,
I didn't
I did
understand
love
that.
when he tried to run it back and Roman slapped the shit out of him. And I was like,
yes,
thank you.
Yes,
Last
that
I
was
checked,
great.
this is a Royal Rumble. What the
right.
fuck are you doing running music back?
Because at the end of the day, this shows why you're at the position that you're in. Like,
Bingo.
right? Let's be very clear. I am a 1,000% Jay Uso
Yeah.
fan. However, in this instant right here, I was looking at him like, "What are you doing?" I don't know if it was done. It was supposed to be done purposefully, but it was dumb and made him look like an idiot.
Yes.
And that smack was deserved.
Yeah,
And
he
it's
looked like
the
the running
worst.
joke. Yes,
And
Justin,
it's
go
the
ahead.
worst time to be looking like an idiot because Rumble is one of those, like, the diehards watch whenever, but the Rumble, Mania, and SummerSlam are like the three shows of the year that casual fans and people that do not watch wrestling all year tune in to watch WWE product. And this is how you're gonna present yourself as Jey Uso, who won the Rumble last year and who had
Exactly.
a title match at Mania this year. You have him running it back during an important match of like, dude, this is for a title shot. This is how you main event WrestleMania. Why the fuck are you running your music back? And for casual fans who don't see Jey Uso on a week to week, they're probably like, is he supposed to be like the comic relief? Is he supposed to be
He
a mid
looks like a
Carter? Is he supposed to
clown.
be? He looks like a jobber.
Yeah, he looks like Santino, and that's no disrespect to Santino, but he looks like something that what Santino would do in a Royal Rumble. That's exactly how it looked. And I was like, Jay, we're supposed to believe that you're trying to, not run it back with the music, but run it back for the Rumble. I lost any faith anybody had, like I said, should have been gone after he ran it back. Like, come on, man. Like,
It's
it,
like I
it
get it. You got to get your
yeah,
shit off. Like when Cody came out, he had like 20,000 of the millions of fireworks at his disposal. Of like, nope, I got to pose. I got to get my 20,000 fireworks off. Then I'm gonna go into the ring. Same with Brock, but like time and place, dude. It's like you're doing it, and then your cousin who looks the part is a main eventer, and like $1 million is like you see a main eventer and you see someone who's a mid carder in like one frame
yep,
of like someone sitting here dancing and and I don't want to say jiving to the music. This is Black History Month. We need a different word than jiving, but like you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
And then
but
Roman's like,
yeah,
knock your shit off. Like what the fuck?
yes,
This is money time. What are you doing?
even something as simple, you guys, that I even know immediately. I know he wasn't doing it as often as from last year to this year, but even the way he entered the Rumble last year to he came out the entrance last year, came down to the ring, was business. He wins it. He comes through the crowd this time, does and I get that's his entrance. I'm not mad at that. Like I said, the running it back, I was like, yeah, come on, dude. And I was like, I defend Jay Uso a lot and it's like, yo, I get it. This is what he does. It's for the kids. Yada yada. I get it. But in that instance right there, it was stupid. Like I wish somebody had just dumped him over. I wish it was written to where somebody just dumps him over when he's trying to run it back. Because if you're gonna
Like,
stand up there and look stupid, you deserve to get eliminated stupidly.
I really hope that was a company decision and a Triple H decision because that's a Jey Uso decision. That's like, bro, you're missing the point. You're missing like what your cousin and the whole shit during the whole Bloodline saga was about.
Yeah, he's
Like,
he's out. Yeah, but nonetheless, yeah, no, it's yeah, we got a masked man again too, so that's cool.
that was one thing I love because so I did a very good job staying away from social media while I'm trying to rebuild my Twitter. Thanks a lot. Um, I didn't see a lot of spoilers. I didn't see a lot of the dirt sheets, so I got to go into this Rumble kind of spoiler free for once,
Hmm.
where nothing of the men's and women's Rumbles. This person might come back. That might none of that got spoiled for me, so I got to see it undaunted. So Braun drawing one of the first two numbers was like, damn, we're really doing this.
Yeah, so
I
yeah,
didn't,
yeah,
so I was like, all right, we're really doing this, especially how like that go home Raw was built towards the vision, but also like the rest of the vision be like, all right, we gotta make sure Braun Breaker wins. We gotta make sure Braun Breaker wins. And then to get taken out like that, I was like, bro, I don't even think he lasted 10 seconds. Once that bell rang, and oh, but yo, you want to talk about looking like $1 million? Oba fucking Femi, dude. Looked the part, was the part,
yeah. I
was
mean,
tremendous, and
yeah,
just like, damn, even when he stands next to when he got Braun out of there, I was like, Oba looked like a main eventer compared to Braun, but like for Braun to go out like that, one, I laughed my ass off because I was like, you basically spent weeks and months building up this guy and his fucking stable, and you're gonna do him like this. Two, I was trying to figure out who the hell Masked Man was.
yeah. I like the story. I like the story of Braun being eliminated. I don't think it's for me. It didn't take any steam off of him. It shows me there's another layer to the story that he didn't need to win. He didn't need to win the Royal Rumble. He's going to eventually make it back to his title shot again. It's just it's taking a different road, and I like that because they didn't need to force him being out there all Rumble or all four Vision members. There's another layer because there's another part to the story. So I like it a lot. I yeah, it may be something internal. It could be, a lot of people thinking it's Logan Paul or people thinking it's Austin Theory. I'm excited to see where it goes now.
I won't be surprised if it's
I
Finn.
thought it was Jake Paul.
Some people, I mean, I've heard that out there too. Some people think it's Jake Paul.
Mhm.
Only one Paul at a time, please.
um, I found. Can we just skip a little bit? Because I want to skip a little bit.
Oh, we can hop around. This is our
Okay,
show. We do
I
whatever.
want to skip a little bit because I feel like, and Corey's gonna hate me because I'm saying this. I
I
said this
probably
on the
will.
time.
It's about right.
I said it on the timeline last night. They're trying really hard to get this boy over.
Which boy?
Um, Braun Breaker,
Mm.
and it's evident, but
Yeah,
you don't know.
I don't hate that. Yeah, it's very evident. No, I agree with that.
And last night made it like kind of solidified it for me for sure, for sure. And I don't think it's. I honestly think it's. I think he needs to go. I don't want to say. I think he needs to go back to NXT. I
Wow.
think he needs to go
Oh,
back to
Okay, that's
NXT.
your opinion. That's fine. That's fine. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go
that
ahead.
is just an opinion. It's just
Yeah.
an opinion. I think he needs to go back to NXT because I think he has a very hard time controlling what he's supposed to execute. I think he's excited. I think the adrenaline is pumping through him so much that you can tell. Like yesterday in particular, you can tell like he can't be calm. Like he doesn't know how to build and control the character that he's driving. almost like you're in a car, you're trying to get to the place where you need to get super, super fast, and you're bobbing and weaving all over the place. I think
What if he's a good
it could have
seller?
been Mask. He's a good seller.
As in this, what if everything that you're describing that you think he's doing wrong is what he's supposed to be doing? I'm
Because
just
it
throwing it out
execute
there.
right, because but he allude like it when he wrestles and he's like the adrenaline is pumping through him, he makes mistakes and you can see it's sloppy.
Okay.
That last match that he had, he didn't have a match last night, right?
No, he tried
Okay.
to hijack the show, and
Right,
Pierce was like, "Bro, you lucky you still got a job," and
right,
basically told Heyman, "Get him the fuck out of the building before I fire this kid."
right. So the match he had before, there was a last match that I watched. I forget who he was having the match with. It was a very sloppy, it was CM Punk, I think it was. It was a very sloppy match. I know a lot of people love that match. I did not, because
Of course you
me,
did.
I watch matches with critique, especially with it's when it's new people. I shouldn't. I've never been in the ring, but this is how I watch it. And I just feel like when he's super, super excited or nervous, he just doesn't know how to control himself. And I think they did a really good job of masking that when he wasn't even in the ring for 2.5 seconds and he got eliminated. But I really feel like he has to take a couple of steps back and go back to the groundwork of really trying to build his character and owning his character and controlling his character. That's just my critique on Homeboy.
That's great.
Hmm.
Good for you. I'm
Shut
glad to
up.
hear it.
I would have said
Girl.
less is more. He needs to do a little less because sometimes it comes off he's doing too much on
Right,
camera,
right,
and it's something that Roman eventually learned too. Because it
right.
wasn't like Roman was just great out the gate too. Like it's
Of course not.
when
Of
he
course
once
not.
once he hit tribal chief, he learned less is more, and it actually enhanced. And
We suffered.
but
We
Oh my
did.
God.
from like the
Wait
big
a second.
dog to the tribal chief, Roman figured it out. Hopefully, Braun does. It's just a matter of the timing. But you could tell, like, instead of giving a little less to him, so it enhances his stuff more. It's more almost W is like they're doubling down and tripling down
Right.
because it's kind of like what Roman said. I went back and heard this, where Roman basically put WWE under the bus, like, bro, for the last 2 years. I took a step back. I basically on the Brock Lesnar schedule. Y'all can't really make new stars. That's not entirely my fault,
Hmm.
but I've given you the latitude to go do it, and y'all just somehow either the company's fucking it up or the talent's just not ready.
And in his case, my opinion is that he's not ready. He got brought up way too soon, in my opinion.
Well, that he's not ready. I think we're all. I'm in agreement with that because I've been saying that on here for a while. Of like, um, Bronson Reed looks more ready than Braun Breaker does. Like that's the Braun that should be
Absolutely.
pushed.
Absolutely. And it feels like they're keeping them apart. They're keeping them somewhat apart because he's outshining them. Did he come up before Carmelo Hayes?
Breaker.
Yeah. Or the like kind of like it was like a staggering type thing.
I
No,
think I think Breaker was up first because it wasn't the whole point of Ziggler becoming NXT champion to kind of redo Braun Breaker.
yeah,
Because that was
that's
during WrestleMania 38 weekend. No, we were
yeah.
there in
Well,
Dallas for that.
yeah. Well, he hasn't been up. He went back to NXT since that point. But Breaker was up. Has been up since maybe when I'm trying to think, when did him and Corbin lose the tag titles? Was that in 24? I think that might have. I think that is when he came up.
Before or during 40?
Yeah, it was. I think it was. Did they lose the? Did they lose the titles to Fraxium at Stand and Deliver? Because I think that's when Breaker came up. Breaker came up when him and Corbin lost the NXT tag titles, and then Corbin was released. So whenever Corbin was released is pretty much when Braun Breaker came up.
And so
And
Carmelo Hayes came up that same year.
Yes, later that year.
if it's
He came up
Philly,
later
then
that year.
yeah.
Okay. So they came up kind of so they had kind of like the same timeline a little bit. And I feel like, and it's, some people might say that it's subjective, But in my opinion, I feel like you'll never know that Carmelo Hayes is nervous. You'll never see him like um not being able to control his character, in my opinion. And I just feel like that extra time that he took at NXT, because a lot of people felt like he had been ready to come up, but he took an extra almost a whole year to come up. I think Braun Breaker could use a setback. Do like a Balor Prince type thing where they set, Finn Balor back. Remember when they sent him back and he like killed that character? I think that's probably what he might need.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you. I think a
Opinion.
lot. Yeah, I know, understandable. Look, totally understandable. Because I thought, and it's that it's a polite disagreement. I thought Braun was almost brought up later than what he should have. To be honest, from where he was in NXT,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, he probably needed to be up by now. I
Okay.
thought he was going to be up at least a year before he was, which is fine. Again, it's fine. I think the Carmelo Braun comparison for me only goes but so far, because the type of character that Braun Breaker has, it's supposed to elicit that kind of twitchy behavior. I get it. It probably is some truth to it because of some of the mess ups in his matches,
Mm-hmm.
but I do think that character is that character that he is a little off, a little twitchy, a little, similar to his uncle and his father. Like that's how Rick and Scott were to an extent. They were smooth, but Scott was off and twitchy, and and Rick was to an extent as well. They kind of loosely build his character off of that, but he's really unhinged right now. And I think the calling of where he is with his current storyline absolutely warrants him to be unhinged, to be extra, to be granted, like you said, there may be some truth in the real person being a little extra, but I absolutely believe his current character and his current story 100% warrants him being the way he is. So again, opinion, but that's me. Yay, great.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh yeah,
I'm
the
sorry.
other
I didn't
backhand.
realize. Yeah, I didn't realize you bopped out
Yeah,
right there.
I didn't either, but that was a great time.
But I hear both sides of this argument.
Yeah, no, no worries. I understand.
It was just interesting that one of your favorites for the Royal Rumble went out before not even 30 seconds in. Like
It,
that was a
mhm.
choice to do that.
Well, I thought that was cool though, Justin, because like we saw, there's another layer to it. There's a whole new story. Let's be real. The real story for real is the real story is Adam Pearce and Braun Breaker. And now there's another element with this new masked man, but that's the story. That's why I think it was, the further and further we look at it, Justin, um Braun Breaker, it was never meant to, be any kind of serious contention for the Rumble. It's hindsight, but look at it. His story has been with Adam Pearce. He says he wants the world title. He wants to be world champion. But Punk beat him clean, and it was kind of like, all right, he has no leg to stand on to demand anything. That's his only calling to the Rumble, is that he's kind of got to win the Rumble again. But there was no chicanery or anything with him and Punk with the ending. So it kind of, when you look back at it, it's like, okay, the real story is Adam Pearce, Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker. And now, this new masked man, that Braun now is completely removed from the title picture. And what I think is going to happen, they're probably going to put him in the chamber. And then the masked man, we'll probably get the revelation of who the masked man is then, if not at WrestleMania, I guess. But we're probably going to find out, because that person's probably going to cost him in the chamber as well.
I mean, they got legs with the masked man. They don't have to reveal it at Chamber unless that's gonna be your Mania match.
Yeah, you're exactly 100% right. If that's the Mania match, then yes, we will get a revelation of who it is at Elimination Chamber. If it's not, it may drag on all the way to Mania. So
But
I like where it's going.
but the way that this has been booked and the way that this heat has kind of been generated, are we sure Adam Pierce can't wrestle? Because it almost feels like that's actually your Mania match you should be having. Because Braun has all these issues with Pierce, and Pierce clearly cannot stand Braun Breaker. That's like, can Pierce
Yeah,
just lace him up and just like, yo, go at it?
you know, Justin, I agree with that, but I kind of feel like this is that with Adam Pierce, I feel like if they were, and I could be wrong, but if they were able to do something with him wrestling, I think we would have gotten it already. Because he's had altercations almost similar to this before. I mean, especially with Brock Lesnar. Granted, it's Brock Lesnar; he probably would have killed him in there. But I almost feel like if they were going to go that route of doing him, Adam Pierce in a match, they probably would have done it already. But then again, you could be right on in that this probably is the way they do it, and he gets a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, just
I, yeah,
TBD.
I just think I just think they're doing such a good job with both GMs that they haven't been in the ring, that we haven't gone down that road of what we traditionally would get out of GMs that were able-bodied to do so, that they all eventually ended up in the ring. For the most part, Adam Pierce and well, Nick Aldis came later, but Adam Pierce for the most part has been the authority figure for what, like 6 years now almost?
Hmm.
So, and the fact that he's never been in the ring the entire time, I think that in a positive way lends to the creativity that they're giving these two characters because they haven't had to, when all else fails, let's just put them in the ring with the person they're beefing with.
All right, so we got with Braun Breaker, all eyes on the Chamber, and one way or another, we're gonna get an answer to this. But
Yeah,
for Rumble purposes, that was
yeah,
hilarious.
it was. Yeah.
Oh, that
Couldn't
that
have
made
been
me
a
laugh
better
in a healthy
person in the
place.
ring waiting for him either, Justin.
Yep. So while we're working on Mimi's technical difficulties to get her back in here, what
I'm
else
back.
from the
Ah,
men's
I'm back.
Rumble?
I'm back.
There
I'm
oh,
we
is
back.
she
I'm
back?
back. I'm back.
Oh
perfect,
gosh.
perfect timing. Because I was gonna say, what else stood out for the men's Royal Rumble besides the winner?
The double grande Americanos. Chad Gable's back.
Yes,
Allegedly, if that's who it is.
Why is
El
I'm
this?
Grande
just gonna
Why
Supermercado.
is this character still here?
because there was never a close. Are you kidding me? This character's great. Well,
So we
well,
never got a
Worried.
resolution to it because Gable got hurt when like at the peak of it, Gable got hurt, and then so they had the other El Grande Supermercado step in and be a thing. But yeah, I guess you
This
think,
this character doesn't need to be a thing.
but
are
it
you kidding
but
me?
it got
What?
No.
What?
but
It got
Gabe
super
No.
Gable
over.
got it over.
Yes, he did. Did you see him at Money in the Bank? He
Is
worked
that what y'all
twice.
calling it? Y'all calling this
Oh my
character
gosh, you
over?
got to be kidding me,
So you
Mimi. Come
so
on
Mimi's
now.
Mimi's not remembering before Gable got hurt how actually
Right.
over this character was.
Was it?
They had him work. Yes,
Yes.
he worked
Mm,
twice Money in the Bank weekend.
mm.
Twice.
I thought that they
Because
were
of how
just,
over the character
He was in the
is.
main event of
or
that
maybe they
Triple
were
A
forcing us
show.
to like it. They were forcing us to
Oh
like
my
it. Like they're forcing
gosh,
us to
yo,
like Braun
I
Breaker.
can't, I can't.
Nah, I can't say they forced it because then Gable would do some shit that would just get it over. Like Gable would just get it over by happenstance.
Oh
Mm,
my
okay.
gosh.
But then when he got injured and he's been out for a while, that's when it got stale out because it's like that's not Gable. So
Okay.
they did the best with it. But now that he's back, that can finally have a resolution and we get Chad Gable back and we could move past it. But that was cool to see. Like, oh shit, we were doing the stream with those wrestling girls and whatnot. We were doing the Spider Man meme because it literally that's what it was. I was
Mm,
like, can we get like one more in here so we could just fill out the triarchy of this? But
mm,
that was cool.
Yeah,
okay.
nah, I like that. They did a good job. Oh yeah, Royce Keys had a good debut.
I was clouding that name until I think he actually came out and said the breakdown of why he called it Royce Keys, and I was like,
Yeah,
You know what? I take that back. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry, Hobbs."
Yeah, that I thought that was good. Unless something happens, it seems like for all intents and purposes, seems like he's going to end up in NXT initially. That's what it feels like. It feels like he's going to NXT.
I
But they
hope
were
so
very,
because you
yeah,
just called up Oba, and you can't have like the two of them at the same time because then casual is gonna kind of fuck that up. Of like which one's Oba, which one's
yeah. Somebody will
Royce
find out.
Keys. Especially like we gotta get used to Hobbs or Royce on WWE television. I think NXT is the safer bet and will be better long term for him in the short term.
Yeah, no, I would. If it were me, I'd put him in NXT initially anyway, even if it's just a short stay,
Mm-hmm.
just for him to adapt and whatever he needs to learn that they feel he needs to learn before they put him on TV. I would do it that way.
And the kids
Okay.
could work with a different talent that has skills in the ring and also has is a vet, knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Sorry, guys. I was responding to an email. Okay.
You're good.
What else stood out? Jay running back. That was dumb.
Yeah.
Um. You know who I thought was really odd in this? Like he was just an oddball, and I don't know if it's because the character has changed. Austin Theory. It felt like he
Oh,
shouldn't have been
Timu Justin Timberlake.
yeah. it just it was giving. What are you doing here?
I mean, he
And
he
who
didn't
is
he didn't
that?
he didn't need to have that much of a significant role. He's in the Vision. The point of it was, kind of the Vision sticking together. There was no. I don't see anything of him. I know we're supposed to see anybody could possibly win the Rumble, but he's not somebody I was eyeing or was investing enough attention into.
Regardless, it was the type of so in the Rumble, I felt like the theme was the next future, the OG high stake, like top tier, and
And
the ones that land in between, like Randy Orton. I feel like Randy and maybe Randy and Cody might be on the same level.
Randy, Cody, and Roman are that top tier people that you legitimately thought in that Rumble could win it.
Right.
Those are
But
the
I
three.
also feel but then I feel like okay, yes. So next generation, I'm right. The next
Yeah.
generation and the top tiers, right? There really
Hmm.
wasn't an in between. I don't know where Austin Theory fits.
Nah, that's the in between.
that's your in between.
That's the in between. Theory,
But
Bronson Reed,
it's
all
giving in between, insignificant. Why are you here?
I would I wouldn't go that far. I know he's a part of the Vision, and that they do this in the Rumble a lot. That sometimes that role of that person that's in a group is to convey that whole group mentality, staying together in the Rumble until somebody starts dumping all three of them, which was LA Knight. That was the purpose. LA Knight was coming
Mm,
back and he needed to get revenge on the Vision. All three of them were in there. He eliminates Theory, he eliminates Bronson Reed. So
mm.
that was the point.
No,
Like,
I mean, I get it.
yeah.
I hear what you're saying, but
th-
just
Go
for
ahead.
me,
Go,
just seeing him there, I just kept saying, "Who is that? Who is that?" Because I honestly, I didn't. I was watching, but for some reason, I must have missed his entrance. And so I was just like, who is that? Who's that guy? Like, I thought it was, what's the guy's name in
so
NXT? What's the guy's name that's dating Stephanie
Miles
Vaquer?
Bourne, Miles
I thought it
Bourne.
was Miles Bourne. I was
So,
like, why is
oh
he
my
in
god.
here?
And I'm not even trying to joke around or poke fun, but Mimi, I know you sometimes miss some weeks. Austin Theory's been very much so featured every week.
I
That
know, but he, regardless if he's been featured, I feel like, and maybe this is me. This is me doing the Heisman. I just feel like he's being featured, but he's just not impactful. I don't
yeah, yeah,
walk away
I can see
talking
that.
about I don't walk away talking about Austin Theory weekly.
Yeah, sure. No, and that's fine. But as a member of the Vision, that was his purpose being in there, was that,
Got it.
yeah, because
Got
LA
it.
Knight was returning. So who also had a good showing there, and he had a good showing. Like, dude was, yeah, we was super
But this is
into
all
LA
he
Knight last
does.
night.
But this is all. I want to hear about I want to hear about your in-person experience. But I feel like LA Knight, this is what he does. Like, this is his purpose. His purpose is to do what he did last night. I feel like every feud he's in, this is how he gets into this is his thing, where he just comes in, he fucks they shit up, they chase him, and then you're like, oh, okay, all right. But anyway, that's me
I,
poo-pooing on LA Knight.
yeah, I know, because you don't
Mm-hmm.
like him. It's fine. Whatever.
All right,
All
tell
right.
us about I want to hear about your in-person experience, because I'm ready for you to tell me. I'm ready for you to tell me that the house came down for Liv Morgan. Go ahead.
What are you talking about?
Go ahead. Tell
They
us your experience.
uh I mean, Raw was good last night. It
Mm-hmm.
was uh super big over for the Bellas. Super, yeah. I mean, and granted, a lot of people, most people in there, as much as people think that people will hate the Bellas, they don't.
I don't think
I
people
can
hate
tell
the
you.
Bellas.
Yeah,
Maine,
they
Maine,
don't.
Jermaine. Jermaine was in here because me and him was on the timeline today.
Yeah,
I'm not saying people hate the Bellas. That's
Mm-hmm.
not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that people hate the Bellas. I'm not saying they don't have a following. What I'm saying is you can have a following and you can have a presence within a space, but it doesn't mean that that could be the thought process, because our back and forth was the Bellas basically were on GMA this morning, and
Mm-hmm.
he said, I forget what he said on the timeline. Like, he alluded to the fact that, oh, they brought them on for exposure. I don't think the Bellas are bringing exposure to the brand on GMA. I think the audience of GMA will be like, who are they? Oh, they're
I
in
actually
WWE.
disagree. I
Oh,
actually
I
disagree.
hear you. But what I'm just saying, the
Mhm.
audience that I know of what GMA is, they're looking at
Mm-hmm.
it as, oh, who are they? Who are these girls? Oh, they're twins. Oh, they're wrestlers. I'm not thinking that they know, like, the regular audience that watches GMA and be like, oh, the Bella twins. No. One of their followers probably do follow and watch GMA and will say, oh, Nikki Bella, like he did. He was watching it. Clearly he's a fan. So he's just like, okay, exposure. And I think that comment was subjective, not objective. I'm thinking
Okay.
about it in a broader standpoint. I wasn't on the timeline like trying to argue or anything, because I love Jermaine, but I'm just saying, like, I really don't think that they translate outside like that. They don't translate outside like that, in my opinion, as I see
Ah.
it. I don't think they're calling any major brand is calling WWE and saying, "Give us the Bella Twins." They're not saying that.
Mm.
They're not saying that. What have they been in as
I
of
would say
late?
they're not saying that anymore. Probably when they had the
I'm
show.
talking about now.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm talking
I
about
would
now.
say that is. I don't know about the brand. I'm trying to think of, like, if you swap them out for GMA, I would have put Liv on instead of the
I would have
twins.
did Live On
Not to
too.
lie,
I would have did
especially
Live
that
On too.
Liv won the Rumble and is gonna get your title match. That would have been the person that you want to build WWE, but build this this current brand, and this next up. That should be the one.
Right.
That should be on GMA.
And you are telling us the story that Liv Morgan is your girl, right? Although Mimi the casual fan, does not believe that Liv is the girl, does not believe that Liv could actually beat Raquel, does not believe that Liv can beat Bianca Belair or anybody on the roster. I don't believe that she can. Honestly, I don't think that she can beat, for her, if she were to beat Stephanie Vakir and they're the same size, same height or whatever, but in terms of ability, and she's gotten really, really good, I just don't believe that she can beat Stephanie Vakir.
Okay.
So I would say if you're trying to tell us that she's your girl, she should be doing these runs, not the Bella twins.
Oh, I agree with that. Especially that if
Or
the Bellas are only in and out, where like Liv's gonna be the person that's carrying your brand. So it's like, why should we tune in? Because Liv's there every
right,
week.
right. And I think that the nostalgia formula, we need to do away with it. Or you need to compartmentalize it in such a way that the upcoming and the people of the kids of the future on this roster really do get those opportunities that everybody else is getting, because at the end of the day, you want these people outside in movies. You want, that's supposed to be the thing. You're supposed to get opportunities outside to bring exposure to the inside. You're supposed to be in these movies. You're supposed, all the things that John and The Rock did and Batista
Mhm.
did and now Roman's doing, that's what you want for your superstars. No, you don't want them to leave, but if they can do both, you make it happen. You know what I mean? So that people can come and people can know who they are, because they need a life outside. So I'm not saying, you know, it's just weird that Brie is back. After all of that, Brie is back, switching the context of the conversation now.
Mhm.
She last night was weird. She started doing the yes chant. They cut her off. She tried
What do you,
like, did you watch today? Did you watch outside of being in the audience, Corey?
no, unless they edited it out, then everybody was doing it. Like
They cut
Yeah,
it on
I gotta
literally
TV.
rewatch.
everybody was
I
doing
On
it.
gotta
TV,
rewatch
they cut her
that.
off. They cut her off on TV.
Okay.
All right.
Because everybody was doing it.
Right. They cut that part off
Yeah.
because it's almost
Yeah,
like
okay.
that they didn't want
Yeah.
us to see it. Of course, they didn't cut her off and they can't do that, but it was bizarre. Like the whole segment was bizarre. And it was weird to see her in the Rumble for me. That spot, I felt like that spot could have went to somebody else.
I thought it was a matter of time before Brie was back. I'm glad
Yeah,
she back.
I'm fine with the spot in the Rumble because
Yeah, I
like
am
at
too.
some point, I know you're not gonna be happy with this, Mimi, but at some point, them girls are getting the damn women's tag team titles. That's literally the only
They're
thing they haven't
No,
definitely
gotten
getting
no, no,
them.
no.
ever
I don't think I
ever
would be
since
mad about that. I'm not mad about
ever
that.
since that title's inauguration. They've never gotten it, and that was always like the why is Nikki still around? Because I've always felt like at some point the Bellas are getting their tag team titles before they really hang it up for good. So I'm okay with the Rumble spot, especially that we didn't really get a lot of surprises and a lot of returns from this Rumble. Like that was really like the only one out of both men's and women's Rumbles that was like a holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm okay with the Rumble spot, and with her being back, like I said, most likely they'll get their tag team title shot at WrestleMania, and they'll probably win those titles at WrestleMania, and it makes the most sense. But I know with Brie
They
and
might
them,
get
it's
them
short
before.
term.
I think they might get them before,
I
to be
mean,
honest.
the way those titles are starting to hop around, especially how Asuka and Kyrie kind of fell out, not really fell out, but the way that Rumble went down with the two of them and the fallout from that we still got to see, like
Yeah.
TBD.
Something
You may
just
be on
feel
something.
yeah, something just feels like, and it's not even a knock to anybody. Something just feels like Rio versus the Bellas is not the WrestleMania match
It's not.
at all.
It's
At all.
not. I'm not mad. I'm not opposed to them getting the tag titles. I just I think the problem that I have is giving people titles for the sake of giving people titles.
Ah,
Them being, oh, they're the first women's tag team. This is what she said last night. I think, don't quote me because I can't remember, but they're coming for those titles. Okay. And then they get them. And so it feels like a participation award. Like, okay, we're giving it to you because it makes sense. Like you said, Justin, you said it makes sense to give them the title. Not that there's a real like substance behind it. And I feel
Yeah.
like those titles have suffered a little bit. They've gotten really big names that have had them. And then once I feel like they start meaning something, something happens. They break them up or whatever. I felt like the titles really meant something way back when Kyrie and Asuka had them for a while. I feel like it was going somewhere with Naomi and Sasha Banks. And then I felt like it meant something again with Asuka and Charlotte. It meant something again with Rhea and Liv.
Hmm.
And then now, like, it just feels like, who has it again? Like, and now you're gonna give it to the Bellas. You give it to the Bellas, and then what?
Yeah, giving it to the Bellows feels like when Goldberg got the World Heavyweight title from Kevin Owens going into WrestleMania 37. Where it was just like, or not WrestleMania 37, WrestleMania 33, where it was like, why does he have this fucking title? And literally, it was him campaigning for, well, this is the only title I never won. I want my son to see
Right.
me go into WrestleMania as
Right.
champion. And you cooled off a mega hot storyline with KO, Jericho, and the list just so Goldberg can have his fucking nostalgia moment at WrestleMania.
I just don't think it's necessary to give people titles for the sake of giving people titles. That's all.
No, I hear you on that. And that's something that you see on the timeline where you're not the only one bringing that up.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, you spoke about the women's rumble. Should we just get into that?
Yeah.
'Cause I know how you feel about Liv, and what you said noted, and I see your point. My only counter argument with that is Liv as champion and Liv in like that top title picture. I think back to Alexa, and Alexa's much smaller than her, but like the way Alexa got booked, and especially that 9 months where she was champion, she basically ran through everyone except for Charlotte and Asuka. They had her booked to where, all right, you're small, you should be losing these matches, but you're
Yeah, I
smarter,
didn't
you're
like it either.
craftier, you're wittier, you're a heel, so you can use all these heel tactics. You can do everything these heel tactics, but you can't win in a straight up 1v1.
Mm.
And then especially that Alexa had Mickey James in her corner back then. Now you got Liv with the Judgment Day. We gotta still see how Liv and Raquel play out because Monday was like, Raquel's like, I clocked that. I understand, you
We
want
see
your
what's
title
gonna happen with
shot.
that. Yeah, we see what's gonna
Yeah.
happen. That we
Raquel
know that
clocked
what's
that
gonna
like,
happen. I was just shocked they didn't give it to her last night. I thought they were gonna give it to her last night.
I mean, they rock with they rock with Stephanie, but sidebar, since this is recorded, WWE, stop changing people's theme
I
songs.
didn't
What are
notice.
you doing? Stephanie came out to this new generic WWE 2K music, and we were like, what
Oh
the hell is
wow.
this? Why are you changing her music?
Oh, I didn't
And,
even
and
think
like
that.
the timeline was like, because I was watching with the timeline, I was watching through Easter stream. We were all like, "What the hell? What is this
Mm,
music? Why would you change this?" Because we couldn't even figure out with Stephanie till like she's coming out. It was just like, "What the hell?"
mm,
And then on the timeline, something was like kind of trending and making the rounds of like Stephanie doing an interview. I think it was Chris Van Vliet
mm-hmm.
of like how much she loved her theme music that she begged Sean back in NXT, like, don't change it. So it's like, why are you changing this now? Why do you keep fumbling around people's themes music when we've said this many times in the buckle? When you have a banger, stick with the banger because the crowd recognizes those like Charlotte's music, the crowd recognizes. Becky's music, the crowd recognizes. Bianca's music, the crowd recognizes. People like Stephanie's music. And we keep messing with people's music. Then when the talent comes out to like crickets, like when Zelina came
Shit.
out at the Rumble, no one knew who the hell that was
Yeah.
because they changed that girl's music numerous times that it sounds too generic. Like we don't know that's Zelina.
Yeah.
And sometimes like what you sometimes like stop, you have the good thing right there and it's working. Why are you messing with this? The only time they should really change the theme music is if someone's going completely heel, like you're doing a character change, or like Becky at SummerSlam, where it's like I'm changing something up because I've had this theme songs for like a decade. We gotta switch something up. Same with like with Charlotte.
Mm. I hear you.
But on that note, they love them some Stephanie. I won't be surprised if it's Liv Stephanie for the title at Mania.
I think that match was amazing though. It was a great, 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 great match. I enjoyed
They
it.
they put their all into it, and just you gotta give Raquel her flowers, man. She took them notes. She applied them notes. She looks good in the ring. She has a complete character, and it's like her stock's going up, man.
Yeah. Yeah, she took those she took that feedback that Kevin Nash gave her and she applied it. I love it. I like it. Big sexy. I love
I'm
it.
genuinely curious to see what they do with Raquel and Roxanne, for that matter, for Mania.
Mm,
Like, are we gonna have a four-way for this women's tag team titles? It's gonna be Rio and Bella straight up. If that's the case, then what we doing with Raquel and Roxanne? Like,
mm.
they deserve to have something significant at Mania.
Well, let's see. Let's see what we get. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
And speaking of the women's rumble, I gotta tee you up for this. Your girl Lash.
Mm,
You want to talk about breakout stars in the
mm,
rumble?
mm.
Lash legend,
Lash
man.
Legend said, "Oh, you bringing me up? Oh, you want me to be in a rumble? I'm a rumble."
Yeah,
She
like
looked good. She looked
Liv may
good.
have won, but that was a Lash legend
Yes.
showcase.
Yes.
And
It was
especially
amazing.
the people that she
Amazing.
eliminated. She eliminated
Yes.
some big hitters of like,
Big hitters.
mm,
It was perfect. And I loved it. Every
I
single
did
I don't have anything to say.
no notes.
I don't have anything to say. The proof is
Yeah,
in the pudding.
like the way Javon stood out in that men's rumble,
Yep.
but I think Lash stood out. Her stock went up tremendously. That I hope like Bianca come back soon, but we know that finger and that hand come back soon, get well soon. But man, Lash look good.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
now I'm curious. See, that's another tag team because you have her and Nia over on
Mhm.
SmackDown. It's like, damn, they
They
got some
kind of
good tag
deserve it.
teams.
They kind of deserve the tag teams.
See, that's the thing. If the Bellas might get the titles, Nash and Lash and Nia,
Might take
that's
it
the
off
team
of
that
them.
deserves. No, that's the team that actually deserves it
Mhm.
because they've been gelling and working.
I like the
And
way that looks. Yeah. Yeah. They got a good look.
yeah, you want to talk about some heavy hitters, but heels and like good luck to getting it off that team. Like, man,
Mhm. I love it. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who
who else?
else?
I mean, we had a man get retired. Man got
Sure
put to
did.
sleep.
Oh God. You
He not even AJ. I was calling that man Allen on the stream because I was like, you ain't even AJ, you Allen. How you get put to sleep like that? You had the calf, you had Gunther on the rope, you had the calf crusher.
know.
You know he wants to put you to sleep. That's how he wants to beat you. You have one thing, AJ. Stay awake. Go get a Tums. Go get like some coffee, something. Stay awake. No,
Tums
this
helps
man.
you stay awake.
I don't know. Get something to help stay awake.
It's no dose.
No, that man got a fucking slumber in Riyadh. That's what he got. It's like,
I
oh
never thought that
man.
that was. I definitely no. I definitely didn't think that that was happening.
Of course you didn't.
What,
It was
Corey,
right there in your face.
Corey,
I'm sorry.
and I heard Corey in my background. I heard Corey in my back saying, "I told you, I said it." Rah, rah,
Yeah, that's right. I'm
rah.
sorry. Yeah, because it's always that when I say it. I'm just, there's no, oh, you know what, Great Dad, you were right. You were right. There's
No,
never that.
time out. We do that.
Okay. Right.
You were
It's
right. You
a,
were right.
yeah, like, there's no, oh, it needs to happen here in the States. It needs to happen in, he's done. He's done.
I didn't
Been
like.
saying it
I
for
would have
weeks.
liked it for him to have a little bit of a run.
Well, that's great.
Are,
Alan
are
Jones
we
didn't
sure
want to
he's
do
done?
that.
Because he looked like he's
So
gonna take out them gloves and he kept them on. Are we sure he's done?
whatever he do after this, it don't even matter. Gunther is the career killer. And when that Bama walked out last night, yo, like these people that were in my section, they were like, "Oh, AJ's." I'm like, "It's Gunther." Literally, and I said it so calmly. The one guy was like, "How did you know that?" I was like, "It's okay.
Okay.
Just
All
watch the
right.
show."
All right.
I'm just saying, like, as soon as AJ's music hit, I was like, "It's Gunther." I immediately said it. Like, it was
Sidebar.
another great troll job. Gunther is just. I mean, he was already high on my list
best.
anyway. He's
Yes,
great.
he's
Yeah.
good.
He really is great. He's just he's amazing. I was looking. I was like, I almost bought his shirt last night. I was like, why am I buying this here? I can just buy it online. So, but no, I mean, I did. I bought the CM Punk Philly shirt because when he wore it, I was like, oh, okay, this is dope. I might put the tape on the back of mine too. It just, yeah,
Right.
yeah. Punk's my guy. He's great.
Do we want to talk about last night's promo?
Yeah, no, it was very good. I like how they it was good to let. I mean, Roman had just won the Rumble, so you got to give him the leg up on that one, or give him the quote unquote win for that first one.
What?
We've literally
What are you
got like
talking about? What are you
not.
talking
I'm
about?
talking what makes sense. If you would listen, then you would know.
Oh,
So what happens is that there has to be like at some point you got to separate yourself from being the Roman fan. Okay, relax, madam.
and
Okay,
Punk brought his in last night. Let's not act
yeah,
like Roman eviscerated
And
him.
I'm not saying that he didn't.
no,
That's the
you are.
thing.
It's
No,
fine.
I'm
It's
not.
fine.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying
You
is
are.
no, I'm not. I'm
Yes,
absolutely fucking not saying that.
I
I'm
believe that you
no,
are,
no.
madam.
I'm telling
Go ahead.
you,
It's
I'm
fine.
telling you, I'm telling you, at the end of the day, both of them don't deserve a you give me the win, I give you the win. They're both seasoned people on the mic. I don't want this feud to be a ping pong thing. I want them to give us what they gave us last night.
Oh, it's gonna be though. You got like
Last
11
night,
weeks before Mania, so
last
it's good.
night,
That's what it's gonna be.
well, I hope so. And yes, I do hope Roman comes to work because I'll tell you right now, maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what was missing that had me in a little bit of a funk that my tribal chief wasn't around.
Oh
But
Mhm.
gosh,
I'm
you should have
telling
been
you
used
right
to that.
now, I'm telling you right now,
Should have been used to
yeah,
it.
I was used to it when the content was good.
No, when
When the
he's not around
content
is
was good, when they
what
weren't
I'm saying.
recycling, when
But
they
but
weren't
even
recycling creatives.
But even
Okay?
when he's around, like last night was like new refound purpose of like I really do not like you. I hate your guts, and
Love
I
it.
would just like Seth. I would want to see anyone with that title but you. But Seth would rather see anyone else. Roman's like, no, I want that title myself. I'm gonna be the one to beat your ass. And this goes back a decade. This goes back to a fucking podcast where you said this, and I held on to that. I was like, oh, that's some cancer shit right
Well,
there. That's
I'll
like my
say
people's stuff.
Justin Mimi. I'm gonna say this: Roman better show up week to week, and I'm saying that because
You can't tell
if
the tribal
they
chief what to do.
okay, come on, man.
I
No,
mean, but
he has
if
to
you're gonna
show
call
up.
out the company and talk shit and say
Yeah, he
that,
got to
you got to
show
back
up.
it up.
That's one. And two, if he don't, it's gonna look real Cena Rockish from 2012 when Cena was eating that Bama up weekly. Like it's gonna look. Don't think it ain't gonna happen with Punk and Roman.
I never
It'll
said,
happen the
but I
same.
see that's the
I'm not saying that you
thing.
did say it. What I'm saying is
Okay.
that what needs to happen, that Bama's got to be there consistently because Punk's going to be there. Punk's going to cut the promos. And actually, to be honest, I don't see Roman being there all the time
I
anyway,
don't either. And I don't think he has to. I don't think he has
which
to.
is why they had the Finn Balor placeholder in there to begin with. I think to carry them kind of over so Roman ain't got to be there every week, you're going to have this CM Punk Finn Balor thing that carries them through the chamber. Then
I'm
I think Roman's there after the chamber.
I'm
These next
fine
3
with that.
weeks, I think Roman shows up one more time within these next 3 weeks. I honestly believe that.
I'm okay with that as long as we have a direction for Finn Balor post Punk because you kind of started something with excluding him from the Rumble, which people were like, so you can get La Parka, but you can't put Finn Balor in there.
Hmm.
So this has to now you got to feel that and have that lead to something.
Yeah.
But
I
with
mean,
Roman, it's like, yeah, if you're gonna talk that talk, you gotta put the big boy shoes on because especially
he
that.
doesn't. He doesn't. I'm telling y'all, he does not have to do
Oh
that. You
my.
know why? He said it last night. He earned his right. Even CM Punk said it. He earned his right to do the things he does. He
That's
doesn't have
true.
to show up. Like, I don't understand how people keep saying that. Like, y'all not listening. Y'all didn't see what happened in the past 5 years. He can take time off. He can do what the fuck he wanted to do, what he wants to
Yeah, well,
do.
that excuse
People
of
got short term
he's
memories,
letting
It's not
Mimi.
an
he's
excuse.
stepping aside. He's stepping aside to let people get the spotlight.
That's why.
Okay,
That's exactly. That's not an excuse.
okay,
Isn't
all
that
right.
what happened? If he's here, oh, Roman's hogging the spotlight, and when he's not here, oh, Roman doesn't show up. Which what do
I
you
don't think
want?
he's hogging the spotlight when he's there. I don't think he's there enough to hog the spotlight,
He's definitely
You
not hogging the
don't,
and
but
that's
other people
fine.
spotlight.
does. You do. When I'm talking about when he was there consistently, Roman is hogging the spotlight. Roman's not
Nah, he's
giving other
not.
people
He's the champion.
opportunities. Roman
He's the
is this.
champion.
Roman
Why
is
wouldn't he?
that. That's what happened. That's what was
Well,
happening. Now he's not there. Oh, Roman doesn't show up. Why y'all worried about him? Y'all supposed to be going up against this title, and y'all supposed to keep it and show us that you're the man. But no, you want to be on TV begging for the tribal chief to pick you. You on
no.
TV in Philly asking people, asking him to pick you. And the audience, what you want, audience? Let's help the tribal chief make a decision. Do you want Drew or do you want CM Punk?
Yo,
Whoa, the
speaking of Drew and
wow!
speaking
Did y'all
of
hear
hold
this?
on a
Like
second, hold on a second.
Roman wasn't the one that started that?
And
You're
Begging,
kidding me.
begging,
speaking of Drew and CM
begging.
Punk, you see how Roman kind of gave that backhanded like payow to the both of
Roman
them
was the one
At
begging. I'm
her?
on
sorry,
Monday.
Justin. I'm sorry. Roman was the one begging first. Are you just ignoring that?
Begging.
Yeah, did you
No.
not hear him say, "Who do y'all want me to face?" Before Punk even came out there? Are you
I wouldn't
kidding
He
me?
constitute
asked, no,
that
no,
as
no, no, no.
begging.
He wasn't begging. He
That wasn't
wasn't
Oh
begging
begging.
to
my
go against CM Punk.
gosh!
He was asking him, what do you think I should do,
He
y'all?
asked a
He
question,
wasn't
Oh,
Corey. That's
begging.
not begging.
Punk came out
oh
and said,
my
you're gonna take the easy
gosh!
route. Try to fucking rage bait him.
Begging
He
is what
rage
Braun
He
bait
Breaker
him.
was
did.
doing to Adam
So
Pearce.
what,
Like, get
man?
out here or else.
Oh
That was begging.
man, what time NXT come on,
He
man?
was
Because this is
Roman just asked a question like, since
I
I
need to get
won, do
man.
I get Punk
Yeah,
or do I
man.
go
This
Drew?
is
And Punk kind
this
of
right.
made
never
Like, what
him
are you
answer that
fails
talking
question
about?
himself.
every week, man.
And
Let
Punk
me
helped
go
him
get
make
my
his decision
food,
Listen,
faster.
man.
He's like, oh, you want to come out here and talk? Wait, you're talking to the camera and Finn first? Like, why are you out here then? And then it's like,
Let me
okay,
go
now
get
you
my
want to talk to
food
exactly. He was
me.
like, what are
sandwich.
you doing here,
Now,
Ariana?
now,
What are you
now,
doing
now
here?
you want to talk to me, all right. And then we're off. And oh man, that was so good. But yeah,
It was so
he
good.
threw
So
Drew
good.
and Cody in that title under the bus and then drove over that title. The two of them in that promo.
That he had.
I was
That he
like,
had.
man, this is 2020 all over. It's a Thunderdome all over again. Of like,
It's beautiful.
only reason I ain't got that title, I don't feel
It's
like working
beautiful. I
Tuesdays.
just needed to be consistent. I just needed to be consistent. I need him to come back. And I get it, like other things take precedent. We don't know what's going on in the personal lives. But I just need him to come back because him and Bianca, please, because I can't take this no more. Last night I felt revived, y'all. I was excited.
I bet.
They ended on a good note, man. The Stephanie Raquel match going into the Roman Punk War of Words. That's a great way to end Raw.
Yeah, man. That was great. That was great.
Yeah,
Great, great.
I love what they did for Oba, but didn't like what they did to the War Raiders in the
Hey
process.
man,
Didn't
if
like
you're gonna
that at all.
establish Oba,
That's what has to
Oba got to nurse some
happen.
people. I'm sorry, Viking Raiders, War Raiders. I'm sorry it had to be you, but someone gotta get fed.
Corey, we haven't seen them in a minute.
They've been on.
And that
You
was
haven't seen them.
and that was a statement though.
You haven't.
For Oba to
Like
nerf
they've been on TV.
But for Oba to
Go ahead,
nerf
Justin. I'm
them,
sorry.
it was
Mm,
a statement. Like it had to, because
Yeah,
like
it just
that's a
if it's
great
New
nerve.
Day, it's cool. It don't hit the same. If it's like some of these other tag teams, it don't hit the same. War Raiders are some big ass dudes. For Oba to do that is
Yeah.
like, hey
He
yo,
flung them around. He flung them
yeah, that's some Brock
around.
Lesnar shit. It's like, hey
I
yo,
love it. That's right. Give him that showing. That's what he needs. He needs a Brock Lesnar showing. And then eventually he goes, I think he should be the career killer for
and
Brock
then
oh
Lesnar. I don't
gosh.
think it should be I don't think it should be um
Gunther.
Why not let it be
Gunther.
Gunther
No.
so when Oba eventually beats Gunther, it means something more?
I'm fine with that.
Like it's right
Have
there.
we ever
I
gotten
think
Gunther and
I
Oba
think
before?
No.
I think it should be I think it would mean more if it was Brock.
Hmm. That's funny because I don't. Go ahead.
Wait, Brock for what?
You're such an asshole.
Wait. Brock for what though?
To retire him.
Gunther? No.
Yes. No.
Oh, she's talking about Oba.
Ova.
Oh, Oba retired Brock. Oh, I'm 1000% with that.
Yes. That's
Yo,
what I
if
want to
anything,
see.
great.
that could be the Mania match. Give me these two. Brock don't got to win it.
Mm-hmm.
And
He
you know
doesn't.
Brock, if Brock's working the program, you know he likes doing his little trilogies.
Mm. I would like
Oba
to see
beating
it.
Brock at this year's Mania would make a major fucking statement. That would be
Yeah.
a huge statement of like a
Mm-hmm.
I'm in like that would be a full on endorsement from Brock, and Brock rarely does that.
Yeah. Do we have anybody looking to come up?
Yes, we do. Start talking that.
Because I can't see.
AJ.
Yeah, make it quick, AJ. I'm getting off of here so I can go watch NXT. I'm just
You're so fucking mean. You on one tonight. I love
Let's see if AJ's on one.
AJ.
Yo,
Your Twitter acting up too?
can you hear me?
why.
Yeah. Why are you yelling?
Wow, really, Justin?
What I
Yep.
do?
No, it wasn't Justin. It was
No, it
Corey.
How you
wasn't.
guys doing?
What did I do? See, I'm sitting here
You didn't
being
do
peaceful.
nothing.
I'm being the mediator.
I'm catching a
God damn, I
stray.
feel like Drew McIntyre. I just called another stray.
Sorry about that. My internet's been acting
Oh,
kind of
good.
strange lately. But
Blame Cody
can
Rhodes.
y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I actually did watch Raw, and I did get to watch Royal Rumble. I was happy
Uh-huh.
on the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
The women's match blew it away. Lash Legend is MVP. She should be MVP because she took out the best women out there.
Mm-hmm.
She did her thing. I'm okay with Liv winning the Royal Rumble because I want to
Mm-hmm.
see a rift between Raquel and Liv because I see it coming. I can see it happening. Something crazy is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Whole thing with Roman winning. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But I feel like we about to see something incredible with CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for the Elimination Chamber. I totally want to see what's the outcome for that. Especially now we need to figure out once the Cody and Drew thing is all over, what's going to happen with that champion belt. But I do want to see the destruction of the Kabuki Warriors because we saw what happened with Kyrie eliminating Asuka, and now we seeing Asuka is about to like really turn against Kyrie because we saw her. There was a video that showed Asuka kicking Kyrie off the cart. She was driving.
Mm-hmm.
While the cart was driving Asuka away, Kyrie was trying to chase after her, trying to get back in the cart. I was like, "Oh damn, we about to see that."
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I did not like was the whole change of Stephanie's theme song. I was like, "Oh, they did not do that." I seen a lot of people had their reaction about that, and I had to say that was not a great move because now we don't even know who's coming out now that they changed her song. It's like y'all did that, and she said she
Mm-hmm.
didn't want that, and now this happened, and now all the fans are now pissed off. Now they got to hear this weird generic version of her song, and we not hearing the one that she normally comes out with, and it's like I feel like it just messed the vibe up for her, especially with the pop that she normally gets every time she comes out with the song "Bury Me," and I'm like, damn.
Mm. Right.
Yeah, but overall, I did enjoy that, and also I forgot to mention that I was actually at that SmackDown of the first SmackDown of the New Year.
And how was that?
I loved it. I actually got to see a lot of good wrestlers. I got to see Trick Williams and Lash Legend coming out.
Nice.
So the funny thing was, we was actually waiting for the wrestlers to come out because they normally come out when they are done with the show. So I got to see Trick Williams,
happens a lot of places. Go ahead.
Lash Legend, I got to see Julia come out. I was actually happy
Nice.
because I actually got the Julia shirt, and when I heard that Julia was coming out, I was like, "Oh my god, Julia's coming out!" I was like, "Oh my god!" I was fanboying like crazy.
Nice.
I
Sounds
saw,
like it.
oh dude, it was fun. Got to see
I bet.
Randy Orton, and then when I saw Randy Orton coming out against the Miz, I was like, "Oh man!" And the funny thing was, they were selling this shirt. I was like, "Wait, they selling this shirt, and he haven't been here for like quite some time." I was like, "Oh, I might as well just buy that shirt." And that's
Mhm.
what I did. I bought the shirt. I was happy,
Mhm.
and overall, I actually enjoyed SmackDown. That was like one of the best SmackDowns I've seen in a while.
Nice.
And
Nice.
and the funny thing, I saw most of the stuff that was talked about. Like couple of these wrestlers were here. A couple of the wrestlers that was going to show up tonight. I was like, oh man, I'm about to spoil myself. I'm like, I don't want to do that. So I was like, let me
Mhm.
avoid social media for now and just watch it and be surprised by it. And it was a great surprise.
Great. I'm glad that you had a good time. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
AJ. No notes.
AJ.
Thanks, AJ.
Bill
All right, we
Bigsby.
wrapping up. Hey, listen, no,
You gotta
he
have
don't get to
have
come
him come
on.
in
No,
here.
he don't get to come
He
on. Now go
does.
ahead, make it
What?
quick.
You got
Yo,
the run in. Make it last, unlike Braun Breaker.
hey, all I got to say is that one, with that Raquel Stephanie match, I love the touch of them wearing jeans. It kind of took me back to old school WCW, those street fights they put on jeans and not their wrestling gear. They gave it that feel like it's gonna be a fight. Uh, I love that little detail. But I love
Mhm.
Lash Legends performance. And I remember when she first started NXT, all that hate that woman got. And I'm like, she just freaking started. Give her a chance. And
Mhm.
look what happened now. She's working like a big woman. She's charismatic, looks the part, legit 6 feet tall, and can go. And she's strong as an ox. And I was joking with a buddy of mine watching him where he was like, "Yeah." I said, Charlotte probably told Triple H, "Ain't no white woman throwing me out." But
I had a cold.
you know, but here's the thing also. I want Mad Roman won because folks got a surprise winner with Jay and they bitched about that. You know,
Mhm.
and so they don't know what they want. But I said for the longest, I want a Roman versus Punk because what
Mhm.
sells a feud at a big match is a personal issue. Now
Right.
I do think they're good now because 10 years, they're older, they're married and everything. They may not have changed Christmas cards, but they professional. But
Right.
that stuff that will sell a Mania match more than a 5-star match because a 5-star match ain't selling it.
Or a made up story.
Yep, and that's where that stuff can get because people know that story, and they
Mhm.
gonna do a great job with
It's
it.
legit.
But
Right.
I think Roman, can we get 2 out of 4 weeks out of you? Can we just get every other
2?
week, 2 or 3?
No, I need all 4.
Yeah,
I'm being greedy.
but you know what though? I don't want him his next time showing up as a go home show. I need
Right.
but see, to me, folks, I think folks are starting to reject it because he ain't he's not around as much. So I think if he's around a little bit more, he can just show up and cut a promo. He ain't got to wrestle. Just show up and cut a promo. I think
Yeah,
that
don't touch.
yes. So I think that will shut the people up also. Say, all right, he's showing up and everything, and I
Mhm.
think that will work. And my last thing is Obafemi, the big one, I think the big one for the War Raiders, Ivar, he's actually works at the PC, also Dublin, coaching the big men. He's been doing that for some time now. And
Oh, wow.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. So he's a back behind the scenes guy. So he's probably just wrapping up anyway. But
Mhm.
Oba is getting the O2 Brock treatment. Brock, remember he first came in, he destroyed the Prime Hardy Boys. So so,
Mm.
and I think it should be Oba and Brock at Mania because Brock kind of young fella.
Mhm.
Him was like, hey, you ain't ready yet, young fella, on the wily vet because Oba took his eye off the ball.
Right.
And so Oba's going
Right.
to take that step. So it's like, okay, he'll beat Brock, but it's not just running through everybody. And my last thing is, and I'll run. AJ Styles, I think one thing people got to understand, the man's 48 years old, been doing this since Clinton was in office. He may
Mhm.
look good, but we don't know what he has to do to get himself ready to
Yeah.
wrestle. Just like
Yeah.
pro athletes, they make it still play, but look what they have to do to get their bodies ready.
To get us, yeah.
And I think folks got to realize he may just be done because remember, Dave Bautista said he never wanted a retirement tour. When he retired, he say, "I quit." like on that little storyline on
Right.
TV. Everybody doesn't
Right.
want that. And maybe AJ didn't really want that, you know. He just like, hey, I did my
Yeah.
thing, I'm done. And I'm glad he left where he ain't fall off. And that
Yeah.
but I know you
Yes.
guys got it. And hey, you guys have a good one. Thanks for taking my call as always,
Thank you,
y'all.
Smitty. Thank you, Smitty. Are we done?
We done?
Y'all gotta be kidding me, yo.
Oh Lord.
About what?
Oh
Wait.
no, yeah.
What,
You better.
what I do
About
now?
what?
Yeah, all of y'all. No,
What do we do?
I literally said age. I said this before. I was like, AJ's probably just done. But now
You did
Bill
say
Bixby
that. I'm
said,
not just no.
Bill Bixby
No,
says, and it's
stop
like,
doing that. No.
yeah. I say it, and it's like, oh, he's
Because
not
what
gonna
am I
do
going to
that.
do?
He's not,
Because yeah,
man.
but
In this
it
daggone
happened.
show,
Corey,
yo.
you were right. Corey, you were
No,
right.
in this
Like
show,
at the end of the day,
it's not even about being right, man. It's about the backlash I get. The backlash that I get when I'm saying it. I don't even care about being right.
I didn't give you backlash.
Oh,
I
it
just said
happens
I didn't.
all the
I
time.
think that he
Whatever. In this show, it's 7:51. I want to eat my burger and fries
End it for
and
us.
go.
End it for
Fine,
us.
since you got all this
I'm
energy,
gonna
there you
end
go.
it. I'm gonna
Give
end
your
it. How about
dissertation
that?
at the end.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, Rumble was good. People need to stop complaining about, oh, it was this and that. Listen, it's 1 in 12 pay-per-views. That joint goes on and on and on. Right now, it's 1 in 3 that's getting you to Mania. Just relax. Get to April 18th. Enjoy the ride. My gosh, man. Good night, everyone. Cody Rhodes is not the champion, but he'll be all right.
Worst. Nope, he's not the champion.
Goodbye.
We love you. Bye. See you on
Peace.
Thursday.